Day 104. Qatar announced on Tuesday that it had successfully, with France's help, mediated an agreement between Israel and Hamas to deliver medication to Israeli hostages being held in Gaza by Hamas. This is the first agreement since a week-long ceasefire in November. Hamas and other terror groups are still holding around half of the estimated 250 hostages they captured during the October 7th attack. The Biden administration welcomed the announcement. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and Secretary of State Antony Blinken continued efforts to negotiate the release of the remaining hostages during separate meetings with Qatar's Prime Minister on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Hamas said it will not release the hostages for anything less than a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, which Israel has rejected outright. In announcing the deal, senior Hamas official Musa Abu Marzouk said that for each box of medicine provided to the hostages, 1,000 boxes would be sent for use by Palestinian civilians. He said the International Committee of the Red Cross would deliver all the medicines, including those destined for the hostages, to hospitals serving all parts of Gaza. The agreement also includes the delivery of additional food and humanitarian aid to Gaza. Abu Marzouk said Israeli authorities would not have the chance to inspect the shipments. He said Hamas insisted that Qatar provide the medications through Egypt and not France because of the latter's support for Israel. The Prime Minister negotiated the deal, and the IDF said that the first the army knew about it was when Musa Abu Marzouk tweeted about it. A storm erupted in Israel when it was leaked that Netanyahu had given his approval that the shipment could enter the Strip through Egypt without first being examined by Israel. This would have been the first shipment to enter the Strip without first being inspected since the start of the war, amid fears that Hamas would try to smuggle in weapons. The Prime Minister denied that he had given the go-ahead to exempt the shipments from security checks, and National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir told the Prime Minister to stop trying to avoid taking responsibility, saying that the failure to negotiate appropriate security checks was solely Netanyahu's oversight. The Prime Minister then ordered the IDF to check the shipments, and arrangements were hastily made so that the 5 trucks carrying medicines would undergo a security check at the Kerem Shalom crossing before entering Gaza. Qatar confirmed yesterday that the medicines and aid entered the Gaza Strip, adding that mediation is continuing at the political and humanitarian levels. Included in the package are supposed to be the prescription medicines, including blood pressure medication, for the elderly men being held and for at least one young hostage with serious medical issues, supplements for the baby and young child of the Bibas family, and antidepressives, which medical personnel here insisted need to be included. Israel and the families of the hostages in particular have no way of knowing if the medication has or will actually reach the hostages. This is Peta Jones-Pellach reporting for NCJWA Australia.